Welcome back to Recap OG. Avengers Doomsday is reportedly wrapping production this week, but the big buzz is how much of this film will serve as an X-Men Legacy sequel. We all suspected this back when Marvel's set-share announcement dropped in March, but now with comments from Alan Cumming, who played Nightcrawler, and James Marsden, who played Cyclops, it's sounding more and more like the version of Universe 10005 we'll see in Doomsday is the true MCU X-Men lineup we've been waiting for. Basically, a live-action realization of the 90s X-Men animated series, but with the original Fox actors returning to their roles. And of all the returning cast, no one has been more underserved than James Marsden's Cyclops. In the comics and animated series, Scott Summers is the field leader of the X-Men, but in the Fox films, he was sidelined again and again while the spotlight went to Wolverine and Mystique. Now, with Marsden officially back, Doomsday might finally give him the role he always should have had. At D23, Marvel even teased this by replaying a classic Cyclops line from the very first X-Men film.
If anything happens, I'll take care of them.
A reminder of the leader Scott was meant to be but never fully got to become. So the big questions are, what happened to Cyclops between the erased timeline of The Last Stand and the altered ending of Days of Future Past, and how does he end up in Doomsday? Remember, that film rewrote history so that Scott and Jean were alive in 2024, happily running Xavier's school. Reports from Doomsday's set describe the wreckage of a massive Sentinel on the mansion lawn, hinting that this X-Men future has been under siege. If that's true, it means Cyclops has spent years doing exactly what we always wanted, training mutants in the danger room, defending the team, and stepping up as leader. Marsden himself teased this when asked about returning at the Emmys.
25 years later? Yeah, it's different. Well, I guess 20 years later. It's exciting. It's exciting. I mean, you can feel that it's something special. You can feel the world is ready for this movie and these worlds to kind of collide, and so.
Did you ever think you'd be back 20 years later?
I thought there was a chance, but I think once 10 years passed and then 20 years passed, it was like, well, that was a nice idea. But now, I guess they're just waiting for us all to get a little gray in the hair and long in the tooth to bring us back. So
the MCU is the gray CU, the gray CU. Yes.
There you go. Nicely done.
But that's actually the point. This is an older, battle-tested X-Men lineup. Patrick Stewart's Xavier, Rebecca Romijn's Mystique, even Alan Cumming's Nightcrawler are all back in play, united against bigger threats. And with the Marvel's post-credit scene showing Beast and Binary casually dealing with multiversal anomalies, this version of the X-Men is already treating space travel and cosmic threats as business as usual. That opens the door for Doomsday to explore the kinds of storylines we only got in the animated series, adventures in space, ties to the Starjammers and Cyclops' father Corsair, maybe even hints toward Cable, who is Scott's future son with Jean's clone Madeline Pryor, who we just saw in X-Men 97. Deadpool and Wolverine already made the Deadpool films canon to the MCU, which by extension makes Cable part of this history. So whether it's Jean, Madeline, or some Phoenix-adjacent twist, Scott Summers' legacy may end up tying directly into the bigger multiverse saga. So when Cyclops shows up in Avengers Doomsday, expect him to finally be the version of the character fans always wanted, the leader of the X-Men, scarred by years of fighting Sentinels, hardened by personal loss, maybe even with a secret family connection waiting to blow the MCU wide open. So, let me hear what you think in the comments. Do you see Marvel pulling this one off? Also, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for future uploads.